Hi friends, and how are you doing today? Today we are going to conduct a real-like Ielts speaking interview with one of our students. Mr. Surinder Singh is right in front of me, and as in the real exam, whatever the examiner or the number of questions the examiner asks, and following pretty much the same protocols, we will conduct this Ielts speaking test, and you have to watch the complete video, and by the end of the video you have to tell in the comment section that what band score such student can expect or a student can expect with such kind of performance. Let's see how he is going to perform. And remember, these are the 4 parameters that the examiner keep in mind while assessing a student, and this is what you have to consider as well by the time you share what the student can expect in the real exam. So without wasting time, let's begin the test. However, I will skip the part where the examiner asks the student, please show your ID proof or your passport or anything like that, since we are not in the real examination hall. For that reason, I'm omitting that part. So moving and starting today's video, may I know your name please?
Sir, my name is Surinder Singh.
And Surinder Singh, how do your friends usually call you?
My friends usually call me Surinder.
And how may I address you?
You may address me as Surinder.
Okay, that's your first name. Okay, Surinder, I would like to know whether you are a student or do you work?
Yes, sir, I am a student. I currently completed my +2 and now I'm planning to move abroad for my studies.
Okay, very nice. It's very common these days, students going abroad for their higher studies. Let me ask you a few questions related to sports. Do you enjoy sports?
Well, I really enjoy sports as I am myself a football player. So I love the sports.
Very nice. Have you ever tried swimming?
Well, yes, there is a swimming pool in my locality, so I often go and visit it with my friends, and I really enjoy swimming there.
How common is this activity among other people living in your country?
Well, yes, people in my country really enjoy swimming, as India is a really hot and humid country, so people like to escape from that environment with the help of swimming, and it's really good exercise.
Very nice, even I do the same. Let me now ask you a few questions related to shoes. Have you ever purchased a pair of shoes online?
Yes, I do purchased a pair of shoes. It was from Amazon, and the quality of the product was really good, so I decided to purchase it.
And have you ever had a negative experience of purchasing anything online?
Yes, I do faced such kind of experience. Like once I ordered a pair of socks from the Amazon, but the color was not matching with the order that I placed, and yes, this was the problem I faced.
Did you get it replaced or what?
Yes, I tried getting it replaced, but there was no replace policy, and I forgot to read the conditions.
Okay, moving and sticking to the same topic, shoes. What kind of shoes you prefer to wear on a regular basis?
Well, yes, in my day-to-day life, I like wearing comfortable shoes. I like wearing the sports shoes, as they give me more mobility as compared to the fashionable ones.
That's true. Do you have lots of pair of shoes?
Well, yes, I have at least 4 pair of shoes, and I'm really fond of sneakers, and whenever I see a cool sneaker on Amazon or anywhere getting advertised, I just place the order for it.
Nice to hear. Let me ask you a few more questions related to the use of internet. How often you access internet?
I use internet really often. I attend my lectures from the internet, from the YouTube. I have studied most of my syllabus, and I rarely go to school. And I use internet for other activities, such as for online shopping.
More activities for or different purposes for which you use internet?
Yes, the other activities for which I use internet is the online shopping and net banking, as it's really convenient to do it over the internet instead of going in person and paying the amount.
What do you think about those who are still unaware of internet?
Well, I feel like they should switch to the internet, as internet can help them in a lot. Internet can save their time, and internet will bring a new change to their life. Their slow life will get faster, and will get modernized.
And how do you feel when the internet connection is slower?
Well, at that time I feel so disappointed. Like, slow internet is something that nobody wants, and whenever my internet is slow, I never use it. I just switch it off and I switch to other activities.
Very nice. This is the end of part 1 of this test. Moving on to part 2. I will share a cue card with you and I'll allow you 1 minute to prepare your answer. Then you have to deliver a speech for around 1 to 2 minutes, and I may stop you if I want. So here is the cue card on which you have to present a speech for 1 to 2 minutes, and you need to talk about a famous person in your country. And here are the cues. Here is paper and pencil, and if you wish you can make some notes as well. Your time for preparation starts now.
Well, here I'm going to talk about a YouTube educator. His name is Alak Pandey, and with the help of YouTube, he spread his talent and his quality content all over the India. I got to know about him from one of my friend, as 2 years back I was facing a problem in my physics exam, and he suggested me to watch his videos on YouTube, and as directed by him, I went to YouTube and I scrolled to his channel, and I was really fascinated by the way he was teaching, and by the way he was providing his quality content and all that, and I fell in love with his teaching. And talking about his specialties is that while teaching he sings a song, and just to make a good mood, a good environment in teaching, and just not to get the students bored easily, and the way he explains the physics concept is really amazing. He uses real life examples to associate the conceptual knowledge with it to understand it better. And right now he is running an organization. Its name is Physics Wala. In the Physics Wala organization, he has so many teachers all over the India, where he gives them good salary, and the teachers teach on live on YouTube, and the students are getting so much benefit from this. And he also has an application where we can purchase his courses, though his courses are at a really affordable price, and I was one of them who purchased his one-off course a few years back. And with the help of that course, I completed my whole class 12 plus 2 syllabus. And at the end, I want to say that I really want to meet him in one day in my life, and I want to appreciate.
And it was nice to hear about this person. And let me ask you a few more questions in the part 3 of this test, which would be related to the famous personalities. Would you like to be a famous person one day?
Well, I would love to be a famous person, as I like posting on Instagram and on the other social media platforms, and in hope that one day I'll really become famous.
What benefits do the famous persons reap that general or common people do not?
So can you please rephrase the question?
Okay, my question is, how the life of famous personalities is better than common people?
Well, in this case, I feel like the life of the famous personalities is way better, as they have more money and more facilities, and a lot of companies and brands approach them to advertise their product, and in return they get a hold of that product. They don't the companies don't say them to return it. And while talking about a normal person, and nothing like this happens with him, like he just do a 9 to 5 job.
And what problems do you think that famous personalities or celebrities have to face?
The common problem that the famous personalities have to face is that they have to show themselves perfect every time, as it's a human nature that no one can be perfect 24 in the whole 24 hours. There is some time where we are doing something embarrassing, or there are some moments that we don't want to show in front of camera. So they have to look after all these things and to act as perfect as they can.
Very right. My next question is, do you think youngsters should follow celebrities as their role models?
Well, I think it's a really good idea, as the celebrities have already established a good personality in the society, and they have so many talents, and of course that's why they are famous. So I feel like youngsters should follow them and set them as an idol, so that they can learn something from them.
That's good. Next question to you is, what kind of people achieved success or became famous in the past?
Well, in the past, the people that were really famous were artists and writers and the freedom fighters, as in the past there wasn't something we call social media, and there wasn't any television or anything. So so writings and arts, drawings, and these were the things to communicate with the people, to convey our talent. So they were the famous ones.
And the last question to you is, do you think that media has a right to intervene into the personal lives of famous people?
Well, I feel like media should leave alone the famous people, as their personal life is something that should not be intervened. Everyone has some aspects of their life that they don't want to show in front of camera, that they don't want to share with others. So so I feel like media should not exploit that part of their life, and they should let them live the way they want. Though it's okay to interview them when they are in an occasion or when they are in a public event.
Okay, but I guess that people would love to know about the private lives of these celebrities, isn't it? Anyway, this is the end of the test, and I wish you all the very best. And students, I hope you remember, now you have to tell in the comment section what band score a student can expect with such performance. Stay tuned with Ramanal's coaching for more updates and the best content for the IELTS exam. Thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye for now.